So this week, we're going to go ahead and look at our montage sequence. And I'm trying something different. I want to record this so you can see what I'm doing. So let's start from the beginning. We're going to start with a shot of leaves. And I like to do right-click for creating a new sequence. So right-click, new sequence from clip. Then it's always set up perfect. And then if I click at the bottom, I can name it whatever I want. So I'm just going to call this a fall montage. And I put the whole clip in there so we can play with Razor. So let's play it. So let's just cut off the beginning. You can do that a couple of different ways. You can scroll it and then highlight the section you want and hit delete, and it takes it from the beginning. Or if you don't want to scroll, you can also use the Razor tool, which you see over here. Razor tool. Play what you want. Let's get the branch down a little bit. Click on that, and then you can go click on the arrow, or you can hit V. So V is the quick key. If I hit the letter V on my keyboard, do that and click on this empty space and hit delete, then it brings my clip to the beginning. So the one thing we're working on is cutting to music. So I'm going to lay down music, and I double click. Got that, or let's see, another option. This is kind of fun, so we'll put this one in. I've already got an endpoint, but let's review what it is. I'm going to start right there. Put an I, and then highlight my audio with audio 1. Oops. So if you hit here overwrite, it will bring it in. So then we go. Okay, so we're going to cut with music, and you see the waveform at the bottom? See where it spikes up? So I'm going to do that as my first cut. I'm going to highlight my video, and I'm going to like to cross cut. So let's go from the beautiful tree. Let's get the sun coming in. So where's the sun on this? So let's start here with the sun, right? I'm going to hit an endpoint and connect my video tracks and overwrite that in. So I think that went really well. Okay, so then we see the spike over here. We'll cut again there. So where should we go to next? We can go to more sun coming in. Bright, maybe these are going to be our transition. So again, overwrite, and it's just going to cover up where I just edited. So I can tell the music's changing. I'm going to do my endpoint. Couple of things you can do to stretch this out. I'm going to hide where I'm screen saving is. If you stretch the bar at the bottom, I can make my timeline shorter or longer, and then I can see more detail on my waveform. If I go to the shorter, I can kind of see those larger spikes. I'm going to do my endpoint here. And let's put our next song. So I like going from the leaves to people. We don't have that sun. If you go here. So it looks like I have to kind of go. Not liking my choices. So let's go to leaves falling. And then we'll cut to the people. So I'm focusing on this leaf right here, so I'm going to get it way up in the air. Start, and then I've already got it lined up. We're going to hit overwrite, and it's going to cut in. So putting my next one in, and let's go. See what we've got. Let's go to that. Let's do this little move here. And put it in. So what if I want this to go a little earlier? So right there. So I can do it a couple of different ways. Easiest way is just to highlight this and drag it to where my timeline bar is. This is my play bar. So now it's going to be. If I decide I liked it better the first way, I can hit Control Z and it takes back to where I like that better. We'll do an endpoint. Let's look at. I kind of like this better. It looks like leaves falling. So what if we go put this in? And I'm going to show you what the overwrite does. I'm going to lock my audio track so it won't move. I'm going to go back to the first one. If the playhead, this is my playhead, is here, I don't have to put an endpoint wherever my playhead is. If I don't have an endpoint, it will put it there. So I do have an endpoint, so I'm going to put this here. And I'm going to hit Insert. And it's going to move everything down. So now I can do my new endpoint. I can just do this and drag it to my playhead. That looks really rough. So I can't go from the close-ups of the leaves to close-ups of the leaves. So I'm going to put a different shot in here. What if we went to these leaves falling? See how they're falling? So I'll do an endpoint. I'm going to overwrite, and in the middle, it's going to go to this. Then I'm going to drag this in here. So let's see what I've got so far. And then we could go a couple different ways. We could do a fall scene with runners. So you always want to start with a shot where it starts with them entering the frame if you don't have people, so they don't just all of a sudden appear in the middle. So here we go. We can do a couple ways. We can have them exit, or we can have just another shot go. So I like that movement. Let's see how we can start it a little. Go to something else.